and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We now have issues 51 to 54 of the Disney Doll's House. Now, these actually arrived on Monday, but I had to go on a very last-minute business trip where I've been since about 2 hours ago. I've just got back. So I want to unwind, and this is the perfect way for me to do that. There's a lot to do in this, but at the same time, not a lot, which sounds a bit weird, but in 51, we are making a lot of books to go onto a bookcase. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to show you me making all these books because it's going to take forever. So I'm going to make a couple of the books on camera just so you can see how they're done. I'm going to add them to the bookcase and then I'll crack on and do the rest off camera. We are then adding the frame for the staircase down into the basement, and that's going to go in the frozen room. And that will be it for this one. But we will be adding the staircase. So in 52, we start the staircase for the frozen room. And that gives us an indication of where we're going, because we are going upstairs. That's going to be good. This, I think, a lot of us have been waiting for a while for this one, so it'll be nice. You may have noticed from the balloons and the hearts, it's February, so it's Valentine's on the channel. So a lot of the videos that we do will have a little bit of a love theme to them, because I love Valentine's Day. I love love, and this is the way it is. So I know Valentine's isn't for everyone. There's always such a commercial holiday. It is a commercial holiday. No, you don't need Hallmark telling you that this is the day of the year to tell someone you love them. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a day that promotes love? I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So we're going to talk about, at the end of this one, we're going to talk about what is one of my favourite films of all time. It's a Disney film, but I also believe it genuinely is one of the most romantic films ever made. So if you want to find out what that is, stick around for the end and we'll have a chat about it. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Let's get this open, let's look at our pretty bits, and let's get this built. Okay, so this is what we get inside stage 51. So these are the parts we get. We're not going to use this banister just yet, but those are the parts, the frame. That's simple enough. I mean, we're just gluing a frame together. This is the bulk of what we're going to be doing. These are the books we're going to be making. It's labour intensive in the fact that there's a lot of repetition. We're going to go over and over and over with it, but it will look good when it's done. And here is the bookcase that we get that is going to be filled with these books. And I believe this goes in Belle's tea room. Pretty sure it does. But let's get these open. Let's see how we put these books together. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this part here. Now, you can mark these out if you want to, but you don't have to. Using a ruler, we're going to cut along the lines on our craft knife. And we're going to all along these lines here. You've got the guidelines already started. You can use a pencil to cover these off. Basically, going to slice down along there, and along there. And each strip will then cut into 3. And those will make the base for our books. And this is going to take ages to do. But luckily I can. Haha! Yeah. See? Scott could do magic. So there we are. So we've got these carved up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 of them. And they're going to stick together like so. So we're going to take 3 and we're going to glue them together. And we're going to make a book like so. Don't worry about this being the world's neatest thing, because this is going to be, as long as the edge is neat, that's all you need. So we're going to glue these together, get one of these made. So we glue 3 pieces together. Now if you went, oh god, my edges are going to be bad. Well, you can do something to make that quite easy. Just take it, rub it on your side. And this will, it's cardboard, it's malleable, so you don't need to use sandpaper or anything like that. You just buff it down. Squeeze it as you do it, and it'll make a very compact book the way you want it to be. Now we are going to use one of our sheets to wrap our book. Now these are stickers. Unfortunately, we got to cut them to bloody size, which again is annoying, but it's a situation that we got. So let me trim these down and let's apply one of these to a book. So we trimmed our book stickers off. Now what I'm going to do is take one off. Just using the same principle as wallpaper. Don't take this whole thing off. What you want to do is get the edge close as you can, like so. And then we're going to do this part like so, and then the final as we fold around like so. And then we have our first little book. There we go, first book done. So there's 18 more of this size to do, which is a lot. We've then got, my god, right, so we've got 18 of the red ones to do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we've got 10 of the green ones to do. We got, bloody hell, 12 of those ones to do. And we've got 10 of these too. That's a lot in it, right? That's a lot of books to make. You don't want to watch Scotty make all these books, so I'm just going to get on with it and get it done. And there we have it. We got our books done. There's a bunch more I've put for safekeeping because we'll be getting a second bookcase. I didn't enjoy that. Did not enjoy that. Anyway, let's move on to our wooden frame. So here are the pieces we get. We're not using this piece. We're not using this piece. We're not using this piece. We're using these 4 pieces here. Now this should be fairly straightforward. So we're going to get these. And we are going to glue accordingly. So there we go. So we're going to put a little bit of glue in there. I'm taking this. Yep. We got no. There we are. Oops. That way round. Okay. Pop that one on there like that. And we're going to take the adjacent end, because I'm going to put the other one in, this will straighten it all out. I'll pop a little wood glue in there. And we're going to pop this one in here, like so. Yeah, a bit more on there, I think. There we go. This is a very simple little build to end this issue out with. Let's pop that one down like that. And then we're going to do the same again. So what we're going to do is glue here, some in there, some in there. Take the opposite end. There, some there, and some there. This will straighten it all up nice for us. Then we're going to install it into the house, which will be the first time we touch the house in a very long time. So that will go on there like so. And this one around like that. That gives us this shape. And I've just realised what I've just done. I've done it the wrong bloody way round. Hey, you know what? It's okay. I make mistakes. It's that way round. Just got to create a lip. Jesus Christ. This is me tired from the trip. That's what this is. Oh dear. But I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving it in so you can see, because people say, oh, I make mistakes. So do I. See? It's easily done. Easily done. There we go. There we go. So that's the shape we actually want. We want the lips on the outside, because that's going to sit into the hole where the cellar goes. Let me make sure that that is right, so we don't have to do it a third bloody time. Yeah, that was just me being a goon. Oh well. So that's the way around we're going. So that's where we are. So we're happy. Good. Okay, let's get the house up and let's get this installed. Okay, so this is where we're going to be going with our little frame here. So we're going to glue along here. Now when you make this needs to be flush here, and then a lip here, so that's where your stairs are going to go down, if you can see that. So let's get this glued up and installed. Okay, so here we're going to go with the glue. Let me show what we're doing here. We're going to go along here, like so. The exact same thing on the other side. On here. So this should push up into the lip. A little along here. A little along here. Okay, and then we're just going to slot this in. This should hopefully fit. This should hopefully fit very snug. Let's pop this one in. And it does. That's how we want. Let's just clean that glue off. Let's get that pushed right down. Get that in nice and snug. So there we have it. That's in. Bashing the camera over as I go. Gonna allow that to dry. Again, it's wood glue, so let it do its thing. Give it a good couple of hours. We're not doing anything else with this area, so you're okay for now. But that's in, and we're back at the house, amazingly. Let's have a chat. So that's it for stage 51. It's quite labour intensive for something that looks like it's just a little frame that's going to go in there. No, those books take bloody ages. They really do. But it's okay, it's done. They look good. And there's more books than bookcase, right? But there's another bookcase coming. So we'll have a second bookcase coming up soon. And we've got a little frame in now which puts us back to the house, which is lovely. We're going to be building the staircase. And I'm really looking forward to that. So that's coming up very, very soon indeed. I can't wait to put the staircase in. I've been wanting to put the staircase in for like ever. So it's going to be nice to have that done. It really is. There is a lot going to happen to this house in the next couple of months. I mean, this thing is going to absolutely fly up, I promise you. And yeah, be along for the ride, because it's going to be good to see. I mean, it's already looking. It's nice to see the house again. It's been so long with Winnie the Pooh's bloody basement. It's nice to be back at the house. We are going back to Winnie the Pooh's basement, annoyingly, but in the immediate, it's nice to be back at the house. It really is. It's Valentine's month on the channel, and I want to talk about some of the Disney films that I kind of love. And one of them is, I genuinely believe it is one of the most romantic films ever made. Not just romantic Disney film, I think, as films go in general, I think it is a film about love. But more importantly, it's also about loss. And I'll go into why I love it so much. But the film that I think is one of the best Disney movies ever made, and one of the best movies ever made, is this one. Up. Disney Pixar's Up. Is, in my opinion, one of those romantic films ever made. Because even though the love interest is sadly very, very, very much not in it, very much gone, it's just about it. It's about a love, an everlasting love, and I just think it's beautiful. I think part of the reason why Up gets me as much as it does. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, shame on you. I think why it gets me is because me and my wife actually watched Up on our honeymoon, of all places. We were in Florida, and we had time to kill, waiting for a flight. So we thought we'd go to the movies, and we went to see Up. And because it was a honeymoon, we're newlyweds at the time, we went to see it, and the opening 10 minutes of Up, you see them meet as children, and then you watch their lives. You watch them go to school together, you watch them go through college together, you watch them get married, you watch their hopes and their dreams get dashed quite a lot, like happens to a lot of us. They're saving for their adventure, their big adventure, where they're going to go and explore the world, but then they need to fix the gutter in, and then they need to fix the car, and so the money put away from that always stops them from doing what they want to do, you know? And you see, sadly, that they tried to have children and can't, and you watch what that does to them, and you watch how they embrace the kids in their jobs, and then you sadly, they're by each other's side throughout it, then sadly you see Carl, the old man, just sat on his own, and they're at Ella's funeral, and it's heartbreaking. And I watched, as a newlywed, potentially what could be my entire life unfold on a screen, not knowing, watching this whole newlyweds couple's life unfold. And I was bawling like a kid. And this is the thing, if the first 10 minutes of Up don't make you cry your eyes out, you're dead on the inside. You just gotta be, because it's dagger to the chest, and I absolutely adore it. Now, there is a sinister side to Up that I think gets lost on a few people. So the story is that Carl's house has been bought, the land's been bought by developers, and they're going to bulldoze his house. And it's not just a house, it's his home. It was his and Ella's home. And they're going to bulldoze it, and they're going to put Carl in an old folks' home, and Carl says no. So he inflates balloons, attaches them to the house, and he flies the house away, and he's going to fly it to where him and Ellie always wanted to explore. Beautiful, right? What he doesn't know is that he's picked up a hitchhiker, and a little boy called Russell, who's a Boy Scout, is attached to the outside of the house. So that's the good thing for the kids. So in there's like Doug the talking dog, there's Kevin the bird, and there's Russell, which is great for the kids. There's something else going on though, because Carl's flying the house to where they're going, to sort of South America. If you think about it, he he wasn't expecting Russell to be on board. So Carl was going there alone. Carl had no plans on coming back. And it's that I think a lot of people miss. Carl was going there to die. He was going there to see Ellie's final wish. And, you know, because he loved her. He loved her. He wanted to make her wish come true one way or another. So he was going to take his... And he couldn't bear to not see his home that he shared with her. So he took her there. But Carl was never going to come back. Think about it. Carl had no plans on coming back. He wasn't going there just to drop the house off. Carl was going there to die. And he finds a new love. He finds a love for Kevin the bird and Doug the dog and Russell. And a new zest for life, that life isn't over. And he becomes like a father figure to Russell. It's a beautiful film. It is an absolutely beautiful film. And again, it's only the second animated feature in history to be nominated for the Best Picture Academy Award. The first one was Beauty and the Beast, and Up was nominated for Best Picture, not Best Animated Picture, Best Picture, which is remarkable. I know WALL-E came really close. WALL-E was something like 2 votes out of being nominated for Best Picture, but we'll talk about WALL-E as well in the next one, because, again, one of my favourite films of all time is WALL-E, which again is a beautiful film about love, and we'll talk all about that in the next one for Valentine's month. That's all for this one. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. We will be back very soon, where we're going to be working on, I believe, The Staircase. I don't think we're going back to Pooh's Basement. Just, you know what, let's check. 52, which is here. We're doing The Staircase. I can't wait. So be tuned in for that one. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and particularly in February, make someone smile and tell someone you love. And I'll catch you on the next one.